Hello, my name is Tanya Melvin Bryant. Today we're going to talk about a quick tool called Socrative. Socrative is a quiz maker presenter type tool. It can be used to give either short quizzes or primary quizzes, as well as one question quizzes or exit ticket questions in a classroom. I've used it for a number of years, and I used it before it went pro. Pro is a paid version, of course, that has extra items attached like multiple quizzes at the same time, different levels of reporting. You can do all sorts of things with that level. It also has an educator level where you can purchase modules to connect to standards, the wider levels of standards, because you can attach to certain standards in the free version as well. But if you want to get a quick overview of Socrative, if you go to Socrative.com, you can scroll down the main page and it will give you a quick overview of what the tool is. Here you can see that students can watch, or you can watch a demo for how students will interact with Socrative. You can see a little bit about the things that you can do with Socrative, a quick introduction there. You can see the dashboard and the variety of activities that are associated, like quizzes, reporting, the different rooms that you can offer your quizzes in, different things like that. For me today, I'm going to go over quizzes and getting the results of quizzes, and I'm going to show you as a student how to actually take a quiz. Okay. The K through 12 option here with the Mastery Connect is also available. It is for purchase and it is for school systems. So the first thing I'm going to do is log in as the teacher login here. Okay. And as you can see here, this is the dashboard. It has quizzes. Space Race is a cute little program where students compete with one another to get to the end goal. It's for younger audiences, although some college students might find it nice to play, add some fun to the classroom. I've never used it, but it is available. And exit tickets are like single questions that you want to ask the student concerning the class topic, or a quick quiz question to see what they learned for the day. Below here you can see multiple choice, true, false, and short answer questions are available. So I'm going to start with the quiz area here. And as you can see, I have a lot of quizzes. I also have a test quiz here, but I'm going to go ahead and add a quiz. Create new. I'm going to title it Test B 2017. And here's where you would align to a quiz standard. Let's say you have quiz standards available. You would just check this box. I'm going to add a quick true-false question. And here I'm going to say, is the internet real? And no, true-false may not make sense for that, but I'm just going to leave it as true for the answer here. And if you want to provide an explanation, you can put an explanation there. The student will get it as feedback. You can add more questions by simply clicking on one of the buttons here. And when you're done, you would simply click Save. Okay, and you can see kind of what the question will look like to the student here. And then you will scroll up here and say Save and Exit. Okay, and then we'll add it to your list of quizzes. Now, when you want to present this quiz, you'll go to Rooms, and as you can see, T Melvin is my room. This is the one I've always had. You can add multiple rooms here, but I believe that's in the Pro version. So I'm going to go back to quizzes here. I'm going to click on, actually I'm going to go to the dashboard, sorry. Click on quiz. I'm going to choose test B. Scroll down a little here. I'm going to say next. And in this newer version of Socrative, it gives you options for delivery. So instant feedback, if you need to know what each one will do for you, you can click on the little I here. Instant feedback will give feedback to the students as they answer the questions. Now, with this option, the student cannot change the answers. So if you're looking for the student to just take a quiz, submit when they're done for the entire class, then you don't want this option. Open navigation is the one you would choose to allow students to just go through the quiz and answer each of the questions. And then there's the teacher pace. This is where you're maybe presenting in the classroom and you have a set of questions that you'd like to ask the students. And so you give them the opportunity to answer the question, and then you move on to the next topic. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Open Navigation. And here you see a lot of options will show up based on the choice that you made over here. This one you can require names, you can shuffle the questions or the answers, show the final score. I'm just going to say require name, and then come down here and say start. Okay, so you'll see there's only one question here, and you'll see the finish button. So this is the teacher view. So now what does this look like from the student view? So I'm going to go log in as a student. You'll notice the only thing the student has to do for login is know the room name, so that is T. Melvin, oops, and click join. Okay, so they're going to be assigned to the classroom. And before they get in there, they have to put their name, Tanya Melvin, and click done. And now they're in the quiz. So is the internet real? Well, maybe. So I'm going to say true. And then that's the last question. If there were multiple questions, you would see a line of questions here, and the student would click the next arrow. So I'm going to say, well, I'm finished. That was quick and easy. Finish quiz. Am I sure? Yes. Okay. And this is the end of the student view. Now, when I answered that question, immediately in the teacher side here, I could see where the student answered the question and the percentage of correctness across all questions. Here, 100%, I can see the progress, or I can see the score, okay, or a number rating, how many they got correct. Once all the students have completed the quiz, then you click finish, and you're able to get reports. Now you can get a chart, or you can get reports this way. You can get an Excel spreadsheet for the entire class. You can get individual PDFs. Now this is for the student. So the way the student can integrate this into their learning is for you to provide this PDF for them, and it will download and give them a study tool for the class. But I'm going to turn this off, and I'm just going to come down here and say download this Excel. It asks me to log in again. This is something kind of new here. I think it's going to ask me to finish the quiz again. So I'm going to click on quiz, say yes, there. Actually, I want to go here. Quiz. Well, I missed that opportunity, so guess what I can still do? I can go to reports. And I can see any report that I want to. So I'm going to click on this one and say get reports for the entire class, download, and there's my Excel spreadsheet, and voila, this is for my entire room. There's that question right there, and I can see each student. It's a little wobbly because there's only one. The student, what they got correct, the percentage of students. This is handy for looking at how well students do on a particular question. So you could use that and say, well, 100% of the students got this question correct. It's probably a little easy. Let's think of another question for that. Or if a low percentage get the question correct, you may want to work with the students more on that content. Okie dokie. Well, that's Socrative. It's a useful tool. I used it because we didn't have a real portal for taking quizzes at the school for which I was teaching at the time. But I still like Socrative for quick quizzes where I can see student progress on the fly. So it's a great tool for that. And there's lots of uses for it. Of course, it is a K through 12 tool because of the standards and things like that. Quizzes can really be beefed up to test students and determine their knowledge on concepts. But if you're looking for just a quick quiz tool, Socrative is it. Or, like I said, quick survey out the door, student answers the question and leaves. That's it. Hope you enjoyed.